Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with a swatch and review of a new Harry Potter UK indie 6-piece collection, and this is called the Haunting Hogwarts collection, released by Sparklea Nail Polish. I picked up the entire collection when it released just because I was going to include this in a Harry Potter video, obviously, and I asked you guys through an Instagram poll whether you'd wanted a dedicated review or whether you wanted it all in with the next Harry Potter video in January, and you guys overwhelmingly voted to do an independent review, so here it is. Austin is in the room with me today and he's being a bit of a cheeky boy today, so we'll see how well I get through this. So like I say, 6-piece collection based on the ghosts at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So we're going to do a bit of a mixture of talking about the polishes obviously and doing a swatch and review portion, but I'm also going to talk about the Harry Potter films and these characters in context of Harry Potter. If you haven't seen any of my other Harry Potter videos, I will link them down below for you in a playlist. Let's get started. So the first four are a jelly formula for every one of the house colours representing the house ghosts. When I first saw that Lee was going to be doing this collection and she was going to do them in the form of jellies, I thought that it was actually a really smart idea if you think about it, because the ghosts are jelly in themselves and they are see-through, so quite a nice, I don't know, like clean, simple way of showing the ghosts would be to do each colour in a jelly formula. If you just watched my Zoya video, you know I stated there that making a jelly formula is actually really hard. A lot of people will throw jellies out there, but they won't be consistent. They'll be very streaky and take a long time to build up, or they'll be uneven. I can happily report with all of these ahead of the swatches that these are all very nice jelly formulas. So let's get going. The first ghost that we're going to talk about is nearly Headless Nick, and he is obviously the Gryffindor house ghost. Nearly Headless Nick is featured quite a bit in the books, and he does make it onto the screen in the role of John Cleese in the first one, and I think he may pop up briefly in the background of some of the others. Overall, the house ghosts and the ghosts of Hogwarts aren't shown in the films as much as they are in the books, but I guess something's got to give when you translate the books to screen, so I guess the Hogwarts ghosts didn't make it into such a big role. This is a red jelly base. It's more of a burgundy. There's definitely something a little bit brown in there, but really nice, really classy, just really nice. Really nice. How many times can I say that? It's really nice colour, really different, and this jelly gets opaque in 3. So that first one there is Nearly Headless Nick. We'll then talk about house ghost that isn't really seen. I guess to me this is the least mentioned house ghost out of all of them, and this is the Fat Friar representing on Hufflepuff House, and this colour is super unique. It is this mustardy yellow colour, and it's kind of like the Hufflepuff colour with a little bit more brown in there. It's really stunning, really different. I don't think I've seen anything definitely on the UK indie market that is like this, especially in a jelly formula. This was the sheerest out of the 6 that I'm going to show you, so it's almost there in 3, but let's face it, jellies and yellow together are two of the hardest things to do well. So a yellow jelly is never going to be opaque in 3 in my mind. I would be super surprised if it would be, so I'm not mad. So you can see 3 coats of the Fat Friar. Austin's currently using my tripod as some sort of obstacle to dip under, so if there is any rocking, I really apologise. The next one is the Bloody Baron, but for Slytherin House, and this is a beautiful hunter green jelly base. This is the most opaque out of the 4 house ghosts. I did get this completely opaque in 2. Whether I got lucky or whether just because it is a darker green colour that it's just easier to build up, I'm not sure, but for me I got it opaque in 2. Bloody Baron is mentioned a little bit more in the books than he's shown on screen, but I guess the main focus, especially with the house ghosts in the film series, we just really see Nearly Headless Nick and we see the Grey Lady. Rolling me on nicely to the polish for the Grey Lady, which is the one that I'm wearing today, and this is a super unique blue. I'm going to spoiler, this is my favourite. I didn't go into it thinking the blue would be my favourite, but it's just got this like grey tone to the blue jelly, which just makes it so different and something that I've never seen before. This possibly could pass for black on your nails if you were looking from afar, but I absolutely loved this one, and another one that did take 3 coats. The Grey Lady in the film series, I guess we are left, and the book series, we are left until the very end to realise that the Grey Lady is actually the daughter of Rowena Ravenclaw, Helena Ravenclaw, and when that all came out I remember being so confused because I was like, no, it's Helena Hufflepuff, but it's named her daughter after her friend Helena, which kind of makes sense, but it's just confusing. Remember when I read it, I read that section over and over again thinking, have I got myself confused? And obviously she is an important character in trying to find the Ravenclaw diadem when we get towards the end and we're collecting the Horcruxes. So that is just another example of how J.K. Rowling kind of plotted these things the whole way through the story, and you're familiar with the fact that she is the ghost of Ravenclaw the whole way through, and at the end we reveal why she is important. The last two in this collection are just other ghosts that are seen in the Harry Potter film series. So obviously one of the most iconic ghosts out of all of this, maybe the most, especially in the film series, is Moaning Myrtle. She pops up in a few films and obviously in a few books as well. She's kind of like a comedic, weird character that I think is kind of a bit of a fan favourite. I think people really gravitate towards Moaning Myrtle. I don't know why. I believe Moaning Myrtle was a Ravenclaw when she was alive, and she is depicted in this beautiful grey jelly base. I think the reason why I liked this grey, I know I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship with greys recently, but I truly did like this because I think it's a bit more blue toned, and blue tone greys make me feel happy. And this one is another one that did take 3 coats. All of them apart from Bloody Baron were 3 coaters, and the grey obviously depicts, I guess, the true ghosty colour that we see in the films of what they look like. And Moaning Myrtle herself is a bit of a dreary, like sad character, so it's not surprising that she would be represented by grey at all. I think Moaning Myrtle is just, like I say, a really fun character in the series. She is a little bit annoying at times and is not the most helpful of people in the school, but she's a ghost, she can do what she wants. The last one that we have is a glitter topper slash a polish that you can use in the middle of these jellies to make your own jelly sandwiches. So I think that's a really cool idea, that not only as the jellies are a good representation of the ghosts, that she's also included the glitter to make the sandwiches, to make the toppers, so you can wear these a few different ways. I did wear this topper over the top of Bloody Baron and Nearly Headless Nick. I think you're going to see Nearly Headless Nick in the swatch, and they just looked beautiful and super festive for this time of year. I should have said what this one was called. This is Peeves, and this is, like I say, a clear base with a ton of gold and holographic glitter in here. The hex glitter is quite small, and then there's a scattering of fine micro glitter. Now, I'm glad that we've been able to talk about Peeves in this kind of Harry Potter series, because for me, there's like, in my top 5 things that didn't translate from books to films, Peeves is in that top 5. I think that if you read the books, Peeves is such a key character, and he is very humorous, very funny, the prankster. He's a slightly younger ghost than the others, as in he got killed when he was younger in life, so he's very cheeky, and again, sometimes like Moaning Myrtle, not the most helpful of creatures. But I think, forgive me, it's been a little while since I've read all the books in a series. I think that he is in the one where Hermione does her like campaign for the house elves. I feel that he's in that one quite a bit, as well as being in number 1. I think when they try to find the Grey Lady, he's involved at the end, and the fact that they filmed Rick Mayall, I believe, would have made that. I would love to see that performance of Rick Mayall as Peeves. They filmed it for film 1 and then they cut it, and again, I know they've got to cut everything, but I just think that, to me, like, Peeves is a character that should be in the series because he's featured so heavily in the books. So yeah, and that is Peeves, which I've just talked about for the last 5 minutes. So another Harry Potter collection video done. Like I say, I'm going to be back in January. I'm going to do a full video of the Glam Polish magical spells, then a normal Harry Potter nail chatter. Like I say, if you haven't seen any of my others, the link will be down below for you. It's just a fun series where we talk about Harry Potter and nail polish together, and we can all have a nice discussion in the comments about our thoughts on the film and book series. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these collections and all things Harry Potter in the comments, and I will see you guys soon.